take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Caroga. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember the 50 waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Here to make war, we surrender. Important news on new business.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework planet. From now on, it's gonna be under one roof. You're gonna run it like a business. Japanese. You're gonna make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before, or sings tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird O' Prey 5 channel. Hail Caroga.
Hello world, it's Bird O' Prey 5 Kapla, and welcome to Bed Life for Monday, January 11th, 2021, and it is a sad Monday, as I'm sure you've read by now. We are remembering the passing of a fellow nerd. You might, if you're new to the channel, you might not have known him, but if you've been with my channel or Anti-Tracker's channel for some years, you certainly knew who Captain Redneck was. He was a very vocal member of the community for several years. He gave tremendous super chats to Anti-Tracker and to myself when I was first starting out. We'll go into details about him, but I learned today from Darth Revan, unfortunately, who was much closer with Captain Redneck than myself, that he in fact did pass away last month, in December of last year, and we'll go through some of those details. But before we get with that, let me read some of the chats. And I do apologize for the sound being a little low. By the time I realized it was low, there was really no good point in raising it, because if I raised it, it would just be too loud for everybody, because you've already adjusted your speakers or worse, your headphones. But my voice should be coming through loud and clear. So Carlo Albanese, Kapla Carlo, was first in the chat. Says, hail Caroga, hail Caroga. 40 Thomas Potts says 76 minutes. If that was what it said, then that's how much time it took. And Thomas Potts with the hashtag delete Thomas. No, Thomas, we're not going to delete you. Caroga Knight says, Viva Caroga. And Thomas Potts says, rip Captain Track. You will be missed. I believe so, Thomas. I agree. Rip Captain Redneck. Did I say Captain Track? Mama probably thinks I said Captain Track. My apologies, Captain Track, if you're here. You're still amongst the land of the living. Apologies. This is what happens when we have different captains. I used to make this mistake. When Captain Redneck would come to the channel, I would call different captains by different names. Apologies. Yes, Rip Captain Redneck, you will be missed. Jedi Bill says, hello, Berto Prey 5, Kapla, Warrior Kapla, Jedi Bill. Thomas Bot says, Jedi Bill, who is this Berto Prey 5? Rock Solid Productions says, hashtag birds late, hashtag all hail our tech overlords, hashtag rip Captain Track. Fuck, I said it again. Hashtag rip Captain Redneck. I'm so not used to saying Captain Redneck anymore. He hasn't been in the chat in a long time, and I apologize again, Captain Track, and I apologize, Captain Redneck, wherever you are. My just got not used to saying your name, sir. Yeah, so hashtag rip Captain Redneck, hashtag hail on the White House, hashtag Joe. No, not going to say that one. Jedi Bill says, hello, Carlo Albanese, hail Caroga, absolutely hail Caroga. Jedi Bill says hello to Thomas, and he says he's still awake. And hello to Rock Solid Productions. Thomas says, Jedi Bill, hello, and I know you are lying. Eastland Bergholder says hi to Jedi Bill. Kapla, Eastland. Jedi Bill says hello to Eastland and no to Thomas. He's really awake. And hello to Caroga Knight. Hail Caroga and Rip Redneck, says John Araki. Yes, Rip Captain Redneck. Not Ryan Johnson says hello and Kapla. Hashtag hail Caroga. Hashtag subscribe and share. Hashtag hit that like button. Hashtag rip Captain Redneck. Thomas is rip Redneck. Hashtag bird crash into Cinnabon's car. Bird for real. No, bird for jail. I didn't crash into Cinnabon's car. Cinnabon unfortunately found that somebody had hit his car while it was parked today. It wasn't me. I promise. I wasn't anywhere near Minnesota. Eastland Burkle, this is, did an exercise walk in the cold and felt absurdly proud of doing it. I feel not sick, but not fit, so I want to get back in shape in 2021. Congrats to you, Eastland. Good job. Walking is, I mean, I know it's not the best exercise, but it's the best exercise, I think. Unfortunately, I can't do it anymore. Rock Solid Productions says Thomas. Hashtag stop stealing my jokes. Hashtag I said first. Hashtag bird menace. Bird is a menace. Hashtag hail rock and roll. Professor Brainy Specs says hashtag bird is late yet again. Hashtag bird is always late. Hashtag where is bird? Rock Solid Productions says hashtag bird is breathing. Hashtag bird is late. Professor Brainy Specs says hashtag bird is watching Crystal Skull. Okay, we're going to stop ending the hashtags. It takes me twice as long to say a sentence that has hashtag in it. Thomas is rock solid. Sorry, in a horrible person. I'm in rock solid. Sorry, in a horrible person. But do not worry. I'll be leaving YouTube Friday night. You're not a horrible person, Thomas. And we don't want you leaving YouTube. Professor Brainy Speck says hashtag Thomas Potts cannot leave YouTube. I agree. Thomas says now Bird is officially late and he's hungry. Thomas says, yeah, now Bird's late and he's hungry. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Kapla, 47 Yorktown. Dan 23 says, I don't remember this guy's name in chat. Well, he was around back in 2017, 2018, early 2019. He ended up, he after a time, he didn't come around to the YouTube videos much, but he was still hanging around in Discord for a while, if not on Anti-Tracker's channel until he got banned. But he could be found on my channel, on Deej's channel, and other people's channels on Discord for quite a while. And I don't go on Discord very often, so weeks or months would go by before I talk with him at times, but I'd always assumed he was okay. We did talk a few times, and he was very, we'll say, right-leaning person. So he was very opinionated. At the time, he was very pro the president. I don't know what his opinion would have been today. I'm not going to attempt to speak for him, but at the time, he was very much pro president, and I was as well, obviously. And we would talk, but we wouldn't talk about politics. We would talk about my channel, and he honestly, earnestly wanted me to do the best for my channel. He gave me what he said were his opinions and only his opinions on what I could do better. He really, really enjoyed, and I think it was it might have been at his request and paid request that there were some videos I did at his paid request that were good videos. He was very happy with how they turned out. I don't believe the top 5 TOS episodes was one of those, but that was one of his favorite videos that I did. And he told me, he would write to me and said, yeah, that's great. Keep up content like that. He thought I fair criticism here. He thought that me giving a like to just about everybody's comment who comments on my videos was me using the like button too much and seeming too desperate. And while I respected his opinion on that, I ultimately decided that I didn't care if I looked desperate or not. I wasn't desperate. I was using like because I genuinely liked when people commented on my videos. So we just have to agree to disagree with that. I was a couple of months ago. He did mentioned he saw one of my Discovery reviews, I believe. Or a Discovery or Short Track review, and he liked it. We talked a little bit on Discord, and that was the last discussion we had. And I just assumed, at some point we'd talk again. Never expecting that, he wasn't going to make it. And unfortunately, he died on December 14th. And he was only 44 years old.
Captain's log, stardate 7414.1. Our best estimates place us some 4 hours from Earth.
Joseph Patrick with a €2 super chat said, did you remove his photo from the wall too? No, Joseph. His photo was not on the wall behind me. No. There's a few people who have been in the photo that I had behind me before I had the Enterprise passed away over the years, and now people think there's a curse because I removed the photo. Everybody in those photos is going to die. While the truth is everybody in those photos is going to die because everyone eventually does die. I highly doubt it has anything to do with me removing the photos. Some people were dead before the photos even went up. So, yeah. But no, he wasn't. I thought about it, Thomas. I did. Joseph. I thought about it, Joseph, for a quick second. I was like, oh, no. I realized, no, I didn't have any pictures of him anyway. Professor Brainy Specs says Thomas Potts' bird was late a long time ago. Moxley fan 21 says hi, Kapla, Moxley fan. Thomas's bird was so late my speakers turned off. How does that happen? Bradley Briggs says, rest in peace, Captain Redneck. Rock Solid says, Thomas, you are Turdistanny, so that goes without saying. But why are you leaving YouTube Friday? I know I just uploaded a number of videos to rumble myself. Jedi Bill says, hello to Professor Brainy Specs. Uncle Remus says, the sound is low. Apologies, Uncle Remus. By the time I saw that, it was too late to fix. Moxley fan says, hi. Professor Brainy Specs says, hello. Actor says, hi all. Sad to read what happened to Captain Redneck. QEPD. I don't know what QEPD is. So here's what happened to Captain Redneck. Let's see if I can't bring it up. And we'll see if this works or not. Or of course, this worked for weeks and weeks, but today I have to manually fix the source. There it is. And Marlena Monroe gives a 20 euro super chat. Thank you so much, Marlena. Says Captain Redneck was a generous man.
The damn elevator.
Could be a bit direct at times, but his heart was in the right place. Rest in peace, Redneck. He absolutely was an extremely generous man. And he truly believed in mine and Anti-Trekker's channel. I know when I spoke with him, when he would be a little upset at Anti-Trekker, it wasn't that he was mad because Anti-Trekker was, what he was doing. It's because he felt that he was trying to honestly help Anti-Trekker, and that, Anti-Trekker would get more views and more subscribers if he did what Captain Redneck suggested. It wasn't, it was coming out of a place of good in his heart. He was doing what he thought was best. He never forced anybody to do anything. He used his wallet to not coerce, but his wallet to help suggest people make changes he thought were best for them. And he was quite generous. Unfortunately, I guess he didn't save a ton of money. Maybe he did. He had a lot of medical bills, apparently, and the family is doing a GoFundMe for both medical and funeral expenses. It's a very modest $3,000, of which they have $1,650 raised already. And I'm going to put the link to the GoFundMe for Captain Redneck. If you can help, please do. I will make a donation afterwards, because I do owe it to him and his family. I don't know. I never knew what type of family he had. Apparently, he has 2 kids, a wife, a fiance, 2 kids, a fiance, a brother, and parents. He was only 44 years old. He was born March of 1976. 2 years older than myself. Anyway, says, to anyone who may not have heard the news, my father, Paul, and I won't use his last name, though obviously you guys can read it, has died following a very unexpected hospital trip. My father experienced a major stroke near the brain stem. The pressure built up way too high and cut off his brain from his body, leaving him effectively brain dead. We will be with him when he passes peacefully, a decision near impossible to make. As you are all aware, Paul was a father to Jason and myself. Not only that, but my grandparents lost a son, my uncles lost a brother, his friends lost a friend, and his fiance lost a loved one. What has happened is beyond comprehension, and we are still in shock. Understandably, the family is struggling to cope, so we are stepping in to help with organizing Paul's hospital expenses and after-death costs. We have already had numerous messages from people asking how to help, so this campaign has been created as a way to keep everyone up to date with plans, and also to offer a place for messages and donations to be left. If you'd like to donate, click the donate button and donate whatever you can, if you can. If you're not able to donate, please don't forget you can still leave messages and comments for the family and myself to read. We will update as we move forward. And there was then an update on December 14th that the hospital called and said that his heart stopped. We're going to say our goodbyes tonight. He will go for donor donation 2, which I take to mean he was an organ donor. And as Mama Pray got to realize, and being around people in the ICU, went after brain death, but if the heart was still pumping, they would talk to the family. And if the family and the person who was about to pass thought that it would, they chose to be an organ donor, the hospital would be ready to, take the organs just at the moment of, they would wait to make sure the person did actually pass, but then they would take the organs, and those organs would go on to save many, many people's lives and or improve the lives of many people. So as far as I'm concerned, the man died a hero. He did a hero to strangers he will never meet, or never met, at least in his real life, in his corporeal life. And his organs will help many unknown strangers lead better lives. To me, he does die a hero, and he will be missed. I will certainly miss him, and I'm sure Anti-Tracker will miss him, and everybody. I hope everybody who knew him will miss him. I know he was a polarizing figure, and I do know that there were quite a few people, some of them probably on this stream right now, who couldn't stand the man, who thought he was a troll. And I'll be honest, I'm sure he fancied himself a bit of a troll in Discord. He liked to push the limits of free speech, and I frankly admired him for it, because I think we need more people like him, to be honest. Popular speech need not be protected. Continuum Track. Thank you so much, Continuum Track, with a €5.49 donation. Says only his body is dead. His Katra lives on. Absolutely. At least I hope it does, Continuum Track. I certainly hope it does. So just going back was that I know a lot of people had problems with Captain Redneck. Personally, a lot of people called him a troll. I think he probably was a troll to a point, but he wasn't an evil troll. He was a troll who liked to push limits, and frankly, the type of person who, wanted to ensure free speech lived on. And yes, that could be, there might be the wrong place to do it, might be a Discord for a small YouTube channel, but nevertheless, in my mind, his heart was always in the right place. And I can't help but think that he passed not having to see the recent events that would no doubt be extremely distressing to him if he was still alive to see not what happened in Washington, but the censorship following what happened in Washington would surely have taken an emotional toll on the man. And as it has myself and many others. And I just hope he rests in peace, Captain. If you hear this, if you are around, if you have some way of ever hearing this, you know already, obviously, my true feelings. And I wish you nothing but the best. And I hope your family can find a way to move on. And I will do what I can to help your family. I can't do much, but I will do what I can. So that's what I wanted to talk about with Captain Redneck. He was a good guy. I know he wasn't everybody's cup of tea, but he was a good guy. Okay, where were we? Past that comment. We're past that. Professor Brainy Speck says the sound is very low. Actor says I can't hear the bird. Moxley says volume low. Yitza says evening all. Kapla Yitza. Mountains of Elysium says hashtag remember the yellow cake uranium orphans. And Mike Richards says greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. Kapla. Yes, remember the yellow cake uranium orphans. Yitza sent me a secret project. Freaking amazing. I can't wait till he can tell us more. Mountains of Elysium says greetings, Bird O'Prey, Mum O'Prey, Sis O'Prey, Nephew O'Prey, and fellow nerds. Greetings, Mountains of Elysium. Kapla. Hector says hi to Mountains of Elysium. Jedi Bill says hello to 47 Yorktown. Mountains of Elysium says greetings to Sassy. We jumped. Shit. Where were we? Oh, okay, I gotta find it. Greetings to Sassy, chaser of cats, eater of cookies, stalker of cardinals, defiler of cushion, and scourge of the squirrels. Awoo! Thank you, mountains. The last Olympian, Kapla, the last Olympian, says Kapla, Bird O'Prey. Bradley Briggs says he will be missed. He will. Admiral Saval, yo, Admiral Saval. Star Trek Nitpicker says rip, rest in peace. Absolutely, Kapla. Star Trek Nitpickers. Uncle Remus, to the great beyond and beyond. Moxley fan says hi. Kapla, Moxley fan. Mountains of Elysium says greetings to Hector. Thomas is Bird of Prey 2021 is still giving us bad news from 2020. Yes, Thomas, this is yet another bad news left over from 2020. The last Olympian says rest in peace, Redneck. And, you know, Yosef did bring it to my attention. And I am not sure now that I think about it, if he did spell his last name with or without a C. It is very possible he spelt it N-E-K and not N-E-C-K. He might have spelt it both ways, depending on where he was. I'm not 100% sure of the spelling of the name. Redneck doesn't look quite right, but neither does it without the C, in my opinion. I'd have to go, maybe if I go look at my Discord, I can see what he used. Moxley fan says hi to Rock Solid. Maddie says hi, Bird. Kapla, Maddie. Good to see you. Maddie, I think we've missed each other on live streams for a while, but we were close. We were close today. Rock Solid says hi to Sean. Hey to Sean. Professor Brainy Spec says hashtag delete Jeff Franklin. We're not deleting you or Thomas, Professor. 47 Yorktown says Jedi Bill. Hello, sir. Try to stay awake. I fell asleep yesterday during the Futurama stream. I really needed that rest. Uncle Remus says Bird made Captain Track bet. No. My apologies. Captain Track is alive and well. Last I heard. Actor says, oh, no. It's nobody. Nobody. He did not die twice. Rock Solid says hashtag Caroga misinformation. Hashtag no, that's not true. Marlena says, oh, what? Well, you guys know what happened now, Marlena. No, not Trek. Uncle Remus says, I didn't even know Captain Trek was ill. Apparently he wasn't. It was just he was having some eye pain and some fuzziness, and he ended up in the hospital, and it was a stroke. And Darth Revan knows more details. I gotta say, it's a very scary thing, because it's the kind of pain I have all the effing time and I just ignore. And if I went to the hospital every time I had a random pain, I'd be dead from just going to the hospital so often. So it's a very disturbing thing when you reach that age and people just die. Oh yeah, he died. That's very upsetting. Marlena says, oh, and hi, Bird and chat. Kapla, Marlena. Thomas says, I think Bird might have had a hit on Cap. Had a hit on Cap. I did not have a hit. Out. Moxley fan says, Bird, the Sandman cometh. I didn't get much sleep last night. I tried. I am so sorry, Moxley fan. I slept damn near 9 hours last night, which was pretty good. Moxley fan says, hail Bird of Prey. How today find you, good sir? Hashtag mornings cold. Yes, mornings effing cold. It has been quite cold here in New York. I almost bumped the heat up another degree, but I'm too stingy. We're keeping it at 73. Okay, I used to keep it at 72 or even 70. I've got it up to 73. I'll be damned if I'm going to keep it at 74. The temps should be warming up soon, so hopefully we'll be good. Monty's Folly, Kapla Monty's Folly says, hail Bird of Prey. Oh, I just read that. Joseph Patrick says, hi Bird and Flock. I'm sorry to hear the news. He was a very opinionated guy, but also very funny. Absolutely opinionated and funny. Hector, a man of his convictions. Absolutely. Mountains of Elysium says, Hellbound God Emperor of Caroga. Excuse me. Bird will pray and hit that like button. 37 watching, only 21 likes. Come on, fellow nerds, plus subscribe to the channel if not already. Thank you so much, Mountains. We're now up to 38 likes, so awesome. Professor Brainy Specs says, Bird of Prey, I know you got Uncle Paulie to hit Cinnabon's car. Listen, I just said I wasn't in Minnesota. I can't promise no one else was in Minnesota. But if Cinnabon knows what's good for him, he'll bring another 10,000 uranium and 10,000 platinum to the Carogan base and leave it there. I'm just saying. Eastland says, hit that like button an odd number of times. Absolutely. Odd number of times is good. Hector says, Captain Redneck, as American as the taser. He did fancy himself a proud American. Although I have no business to salute. But yeah. Jedi Bill says, hello, Mountains of Elysium. Dee Dee Myers says, Kapla, Bird of Prey, how are you and the family doing? Me personally and the family were doing okay, Dee Dee. Just in a bit of mourning for Captain Redneck. You know, you never expect to get news like that. You know, somebody not much older than you, it hits hard. Angremus says, Bird blinks people out of existence. No, I do not blink people out of existence. Easlyn Burkholder says, anyone else here watching The Watch? I thought it was funny and fun to watch. No, I'm not watching The Watch, but if it's funny, I'd consider it. What's it on? Rock Solid says, hashtag, stop ending the hashtags so we need to continue with hashtags. Hashtags will never end. Hashtag birds, stop ending the hashtags. Hashtag hash browns. And of course, hashtag dear Bop, dear Bop, dear Bop, dear Bop. Well, if I get through the chat, we will get to the dear Bops. Mountains of Elysium says, there will be a dark place in the Carogan mines for you, Thomas, if you try and leave YouTube. Stay here with your fellow nerds. Absolutely. Moxley fan is lolling with Gary. Rock solid. Eastland says, Captain Redneck had a stroke. Yes. Hector says, Uncle Remus, I think he blinks to his Secret Service standing off camera to solve his people problems. Mountains of Elysium says, hashtag support Rock Solid Productions. Hashtags. Brainy Spec says, Bird of Prey, Caroga must take Thomas Potts into protective custody so he doesn't leave YouTube. If that's what it takes, we'll do it. Darth Maul says, I will remember Captain Redneck for posting those spicy pictures of those COVID nurses on Discord, Bird of Prey. Yes, I don't remember seeing those particular nurse pictures, but that is exactly something he would post. Eastland Burkholder says his family has a GoFundMe. Yes, and I put up the link. Jedi Bill says, hey, Thomas, if you stay on YouTube, I make a very special Twitter stream just for you, Thomas Potts. I think you should take him up on this, Thomas. Rock Solid says, Mountains of Elysium, hashtag the man is correct, hashtag listens to mountains, hashtag dear Bop, dear Bop, dear Bop. Marlena just watched Anti-Trekker's video, rest in peace, Captain. I did not know Anti-Trekker did a video, but I will check it out after the stream. Thomas is Mountains of Elysium, Professor Brainy Specs. Caroga has attempted to capture me several times. Their jeeps kept crashing. Actor says hashtag. No, he doesn't say hashtag at all. I'm seeing hashtags where there's no hashtags. Oh, crap. Actor says we like being liked. We do. Uncle Remus says, oh, Captain, my Captain, rest in peace. Mountains of Elysium says greetings to Marlena. And Marlena says, hey to Mountains. Rockside says, Bird of Prey. A like of a comment is an acknowledgement to the person who left it that you appreciate they're taking time to respond to you, which is what I believed, Rock Solid, and I try to leave a like, at least one like. Okay, if somebody leaves 5 comments, I like one of them. If I, assuming I can, I will like at least one of the comments, mostly to show you that, hey, I read your comment. Okay, if I liked your comment, understood I read it in full. Okay, I don't just go liking comments and not reading them. If I liked your comment, I read it in full. I might not always agree with it. In fact, quite a few times I've liked comments that I disagree with. And in those cases, I will leave a reply generally stating, what I believe, but I still appreciate the time you took to leave me a comment. And especially people who leave comments who disagree with me. Yeah. So that's why I like comments. And hashtag just donated $1 and got Kissing Dax, a great way to memorialize Captain Redneck, and just said hashtag Hashtag, 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 hashtag. Getting hashtag everywhere. Darth Maul says, does anyone really live? But does anyone really live? I hope so, Darth. I hope so. I hope so. I hope there's people out there. Rock Solid says, sweet Jeebus, Bird of Prey, please tell us you do not have photos of Thomas on your wall. I do not. And I never did. Dee Myers is ripped to Captain Redneck. Aberjam says, Captain Redneck was an abrasive jerk and I loved him for it. He reminded me a lot of myself. Rest in peace. Actor says, Thomas just next to the giant poster of Burnham. No. Thomas is rock solid. Anyone looking at my photo would kill them. Captain MKG, Kapla all. Kapla, Captain MKG. Jedi Bill says hello to Dee Myers. Actor says he was very generous too. Yes. Captain Redneck, extremely generous. Continuum Tracks is beaming in. I finally caught a show. I'm sorry to hear about Captain Redneck. No problems. Continuum Track, thank you so much for catching the show. Kapla, good to see you. I hope you're well. Jedi Bill says hi to Captain MKG. Captain MKG says hi to Jedi Bill. Cinnabon Bunny says hello. Kapla, Cinnabon Bunny. So sorry to hear about your car. It wasn't me. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says Kapla, Bird of Prey. Sad to hear about Captain Redneck. Absolutely. Tiki of Doom says rest in peace, Captain Redneck. Kapla, Tiki of Doom. Thank you for your condolences. Professor Brainy Specs says Bird of Prey. QEPD equals Q in Pez de Cane, Spanish for rest in peace. Thank you, Professor Brainy Specs. I had no idea. So QEPD is Spanish for RIP. Eastland says medical costs will push any family under. You know, it depends on the state. And I know he's in California, so I don't know what the rules are. But in New York, for the most part, the family can't be held responsible for the bills of someone else unless they're married, I believe. And since he had a fiance and not a wife, I suspect they can't hold the kids themselves responsible. But if he had an estate, if he had something he was actually leaving to his kids or leaving to his fiance or his brothers or his parents, that money would come out of the estate if it wasn't settled. So it's certainly better to settle the debt first, if possible. And there's the link to the GoFundMe for Captain Redneck. Captain Track says 1810 raised a $3,000 goal. Awesome. So he's raised some more in the last bit, and I will make a donation in a little while. Monty's Folly says, you, Auntie, Life with Matthew, and others should do a charity stream for his family. I would donate. Monty, I would certainly be open to that. If we need to do it, we'll see where he stands come tomorrow. Just the fact that it's going around the community, there's a decent chance that I think he'll be pretty close to the goal by this time tomorrow. Bradley says the world lost a great man the day he died. Absolutely. Purple Valkyrie says rest in peace to Captain Redneck and puts in a candle. Thank you so much, Purple. Bradley Briggs says I'm an organ donor. Everyone should be. You know, Bradley, nobody wants my organs. My blood is toxic. My blood type is the least compatible with anybody's AB positive. My kidneys are undesirable, unusable because both kidneys have produced kidney stones. My liver is not in great shape. My pancreas is already been my pancreas is basically on its last legs. I really don't know. My heart is probably not doing so great. I'm not sure that any of my organs are suitable for transplant. Wesley Crusher donated $5 through Super Chat. Says, remember Captain Redneck, you may be in paradise now away from RXS. Kapla, thank you, Wesley. What is RXS? What is RXS? I'm a little confused. But Bradley, I do believe in organ donating. It's just I don't think I could ever be one. Eastland Burkholder says family might feel okay about pointing out a GoFundMe, but might not feel okay to a fundraiser. I do not know how the family feels. Neither do I. This was Darth Revan found it. I Googled the obituary, found out a little info, but frankly, Darth Revan had a lot more, and he had the GoFundMe link. So that's what we're using. Keely Chow says, rest in peace, Captain Redneck. Absolutely. Eastland says, I am a whole body donor. Doctors need bodies to practice on. You know, I had a great uncle who was a whole body donor. He just, when he passed, that was it. They took him away and that was that. I don't think I'd want to be a whole body donor. I would be okay if they needed an organ, but like I said, I don't think my organs are useful. But I don't want to be. I'm sorry. There are better candidates out there to be practiced on. Uncle Remus is Rush Limbaugh passed away? ? I don't believe so, Uncle Remus, though I know Rush was in I know Rush Limbaugh was in dire straits with severe cancer and not expected to live long, but I did not hear that he passed away yet. I don't know if that was a joke, because Captain Redneck would often share many of the same opinions as Rush Limbaugh, but I don't know. If it wasn't a joke, I'm not sure. Roxanne says, Captain Redneck was often an a-hole towards me. Even still, I wouldn't wish this on anyone. I send my condolences and prayers to him and his family. Thank you so much, Rock Solid, that you send it to his family. And thank you for looking above and beyond what he might have said to you at the bigger picture. And Birdo Prey 5 donated $1 and says, hello world, it's me, Birdo Prey 5. I do believe in organ donation. 100% please send me your kidneys, your spleens, your livers, your lungs, those yummy, yummy lungs. How I am hungry. Please donate today. Sick bastards out there, I tell you what. Tiki of Doom says, Captain Redneck loved TNG. I think so. He also, I think if I remember right, he had a surprising love of a Voyager. Rock Solid says, Uncle Remus, not from where I see. And he wasn't the biggest fan of DS9. LDG Pixels says, hey all, Kapla LDG. DD Myers says, hail the Jedi Bill. Captain Trax says, Bird of Prey, I can tell you that Captain Redneck was a good man, and I have some soot in my eyes. Now, I'm sorry to hear that, Captain Track. But yes, the soot in the eyes, there's some soot in the air in Caroga today. Indeed. LDG Pixel says, rest in peace, Captain Redneck. May your next life be better than all the previous ones, preferably on a planet that figured out how to live free and long. Wesley Crusher says, Bird, can I get off work yet? So tired. Wesley, yes, it's 4:59. You can clock out right now. I give you permission. And Wesley puts in all the emojis. Thank you, Wes. All the custom emojis. Nephew will pray, the tribble, my head in the jar, sassy, the no anti-tracker picture, the Carogan flag, General Chang, the Bird will pray 5 symbol, and the number 5. Rock Solid says, shut up, Wesley, back to the mines. No. Wes gets some time off. Mountains of Elysium puts in a link to Captain Redneck's channel. That's cool. That's cool. There he is. And you know what? Apparently I had not subscribed to him. I am now subscribed. And the only video apparently he uploaded is titled Males Have Tiny Little Brains. Now, we're not going to watch it because I have no idea what it is that's on that video. It sounds like it might not be great to share on YouTube, but I do suggest everybody check it out. He spelled it Redneck, Redneck. There we go. So we got the official spelling of his name. Thank you, Professor. Wesley Redneck, yes. Captain Tracks is Bird of Prey. It's Captain Redneck. Okay, so Redneck, Redneck. There we go. Wesley, yes, Wes, he passed. Jedi Bill says, hello, LDG. May Project Prometheus reign supreme. Rock Solid says yes to Wesley. And Brash Hag donated $1. Brash Hag says hashtag flash mag, hashtag trash bag, hashtag dash drag, hashtag slash rag, hashtag stash gag, hashtag mash flag. LEG's the same here. Random pain is scaling the shit out of me. Yeah, I mean, I get so many random pains. It's not. Rocksod says, I have random pains daily, normally Monday through Friday from 3:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central is the constant here. Huh. I don't know, Rock Solid. It's a weird time. I'm generally busy doing YouTube at that time, so I don't know what could possibly be the coincidence. Joseph says, Wesley, yup. Stroke Hospital died 14th of December. Wesley says, rip Captain Redneck. We will miss your craziness. Absolutely. Uncle Remus says, I need my pain. Yes, William Shatner. Star Trek 5. I need my pain. Commander Ironwolf says, hey guys, Kapla, Commander Ironwolf. Commander Ironwolf is part of the old guard. He'd know Captain Redneck. Uncle Remus is 74. Damn. What's 74? I don't know who's 74 what. Wesley says 37 likes now. Cinnabon is lolling. Professor Brainy Spec says, wow. Thomas Potts is Cinnabon. He crossed the line. Cinnabon says, deliver uranium to Bird's base. Got it. Setting a collision course. No. Oh, no. I mined so much platinum and cobalt yesterday that I put it in to I had 2 refineries going at the same time. And I got on this morning. It was still refining for another hour and a half before it finished that delivery. And my ship wasn't even full. It was like 2/3 full. I came back thinking, I was getting tired. So I came back to base without even filling up. Your platinum just takes so long. So stupid long to refine in Space Engineers. Rock Solid says, Bird will never get through the chat. Hashtag, more hashtags, hashtag, and even more hashtags. Captain Trax says, Thomas Bot, you are awesome. Do not go, please. Absolutely. Rock Solid says, hashtag, holy hashtags, Batman. Tim Chris says, Bird of Prey, hail Caroga. I never met Captain Redneck, or I don't think I did. God bless him and his family. Thank you. Tim Hakeem says, wow, that's a shock. I only spoke to him a bit on Discord. He seemed like an okay dude, maybe a bit polarizing, but he seemed like he meant well. He absolutely meant well. I can tell you, if you never had an honest talk with him, he meant well. And I know some people here did not have many conversations, if any conversations with him, and had opinions on him. And I can understand just looking at what he was saying and his choice of avatar and whatnot. You're like, okay, he's trolling. But trust me, the man knew what he was doing, and he only hoped for the best for everybody. Continuum Tracks is Read Me, Eat Me, Drink Me, Jumping Jack Flash. Captain Tracks is 1840, raise a $3,000 goal, 1160 to go. Awesome. Thomas Potts is Bird of Prey. What are you talking about? There were no hashtags in that donation. That I'm just seeing hashtags everywhere. They were all pound signs. Mountains of Elysium says hashtag greetings, not Ryan Johnson. Thomas Potts says hashtag Bird is crazy. He's seeing hashtags everywhere. Not Ryan Johnson says Mountains of Elysium greetings, hashtag more hashtags. Mountains of Elysium says hashtag what are hashtags. Thomas says son of a bitch, hashtag son of a bitch. Rock Solid says Cinnabon Bunny, hashtag yes it was, Bird of Prey, hashtag he did it. Wesley says hashtag Dear Bob. Captain Track says Mountains of Elysium. Go hashtag your hashtags. John Meyer says rip to Captain Redneck. Jedi Bill says hello to Cinnabon Bunny, who says hello to Jedi Bill. And Mountains of Elysium says greetings to hashtag greetings my friend to Captain Track. Rock Solid says Rock Solid Studios. I don't know. Is that what he means by RXS? Wesley says I'm a few minutes behind. Dee says hello to Mountains of Elysium. Mountains of Elysium says greetings to Dee. Captain Track says greetings, my friend. Mountains of Elysium. Dee says Captain Track, hello, greetings. Yosef says, does Alexander know? Oh shit. I forgot. Alexander hates Captain Track. Fuck. Captain Redneck. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know if Alexander knows yet. Yeah, Captain Redneck is who Alexander would refer to as genital gangrene. Captain Redneck. Yeah, somebody's got to tell Alexander. Hopefully Alexander chooses to be an adult about it. Captain Track says greetings. Thank you so much to Dee. Eastland says it's a personal choice to be an organ donor or not, to be a whole body donor, or other choices like cremation or burial. The cost is lower, nothing for whole body donation. Yes. I'm aware that the cost, that was my great uncle. He's like, just give it to science. He's like, I don't care. He was like a Klingon. He's like, dispose of the body in any way you see fit. It's merely an empty shell now. And I feel like I should be like that, like a Klingon. But I just, the thought of medical students poking and prodding my dead body, no. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, I have a specific organ I'd like to loan Jennifer Aniston. I don't think it works like that, Rock Solid. Yosef says, there is soot in Caroga. You should change the filters on the crematory chimney. Jedi Bill says hello to Yosef and good evening. Monty's Folly says, Bird of Prey, at least you're now in the low risk group of having the possibility of waking up in a seedy hotel bathtub full of ice. You know, the problem is the people who do those things in seedy hotels, they don't much care the quality of the kidney they get. I'm pretty sure they get paid for any kidney. So, Yosef says greetings to Jedi Bill. Jedi Bill says hail to Captain Trek and hail Caroga. Thomas Potts is Bird of Prey. It's a video of the Emperor saying men have tiny brains. Jedi Bill says hello to Wesley. The Emperor? Which Emperor? John Araki says Redneck beat COVID just to troll the Chinese. Hashtag 2020 sucked. Jedi Bill says hello to Purple Valkyrie and good evening. And Tiki of Doom puts in the frog face that we so much remember Captain Redneck using. Wesley Crusher says Bird of Prey. Maybe I shouldn't do super chats while I drive. Is it Dear Bop time? You certainly should not do super chats while you drive. Dear Bop time is coming up real soon, Wes. Robert Green says, hey, Bird, how are you family doing, dude? Kapla, Robert Green. Good to see you. It's been a while. Family's doing well. I'm okay. Mama Prey's okay. Sis O'Prey moved out to New Jersey, and nephew O'Prey is growing strong. Thank you, Robert. Wesley says, yes, RS was short for rock solid. Wow, okay. Professor Brainy Specs says, Bird of Prey, are you going to introduce us to this Captain Track? Wesley says, Bird of Prey, who is Captain Track? Joseph says, I felt your look of does disapproval through the camera, Bird of Prey. It wasn't a look of disapproval. I just didn't know the answer, Joseph. So I didn't wanna say something one way or the other until I knew. Wesley says, Joseph, greetings from the past. Eastland says the Ferengi sell parts of their body as souvenirs. It's the measures of one prestige. How high the bidding goes on one's body after one dies. Yes, that was a great episode. It was actually in several episodes. There's one episode where Brunt buys Quark because Quark thinks he's going to die, and then he doesn't. And Brunt's like, well, I still want it. It's contract's a contract is a contract. Joseph says, Wesley, greetings to California. Tiki of Doom says, Captain Redneck fought in the Great Meme War. He did. Thomas Potts says, Bird of Prey, Emperor from STD. Oh, Giorgio. Mountains of Elysium says, I can't imagine Redneck returning as a seagull in time for a certain inauguration. I can imagine Redneck returning as a seagull in time for a certain inauguration, fully fed with old fish. Well, I tell you, Mountains, if that happens, that will truly, truly foster my belief in reincarnation. Tiki of Doom is lolling. Thomas Potts is Bird of Prey. After Sizzle Prey blocked you on Facebook, New Jersey is perfect punishment. She has since unblocked me, Thomas, but we have not refriended each other. Professor Brainy Specs says hashtag Captain Track, hashtag who is Captain Track, hashtag Bird needs to introduce us to Captain Track. Rock Solid says, I chat while driving, Bird of Prey, and super chat while I drive too. All while not wearing a seatbelt. Well, the seatbelt is your choice, Rock Solid, but I would prefer you follow your eyes on the road so that you don't possibly hit someone else while you drive. Mountains of Elysium says, follow, 39's watching, and only 45 likes. Hit that like button. Thank you so much, Mountains. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, I bid $100 Carogans for your kidneys. I will put it on anti-tracker on AT dinner. No, thank you, Wes. No, thank you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do Dear Bop in just a quick minute. But first, obviously, a short commercial break while I get ready for Dear Bop.
Your cat is your friend and he depends on you to take good care of him. Purina Cat Chow. Purina Cat Chow. You can depend on Purina Cat Cat-chow.
Purina Cat-chow. Chow-chow-chow. He depends on me for loving care, and I depend on Purina Cat-chow to give him great taste and nutrition.
Purina Cat-chow. You can depend on Purina Cat-chow.
Purina Cat-chow. Chow-chow-chow.
Tab Cola, what a beautiful drink. Tab Cola, for beautiful people. Tab Cola, you're beautiful to me. Real cola tastes just 1 calorie. Tab Cola, what a beautiful drink. Tab Cola, for beautiful people. Tab Cola, it's beautiful to be so good and sugar-free. Tab.
If we lived in a world where all women were the same, they'd need only 1 shampoo. Clairol introduces 7 shampoos for the real world, where all women are different. Clairol Essence shampoos, each with its own natural botanical. Aloe Essence for extra body. Chamomile Essence for beautiful highlights. Ginseng Essence for conditioning. 7 Clairol Essence shampoos that make your difference beautiful. Clairol Essence shampoos.
Go on. Why resist it?
Sugar-free Jello gelatin. Give in to the taste. Cool and refreshing, deliciously tempting.
It tastes like jello to me.
How can it be? Give in to the taste.
It's made with NutraSweet.
And it's only 8 calories.
Sugar-free Jello gelatin. Give in to the taste.
You got a date, skin's looking great, cause Clearasil's ace. Face to face, face to face to face. See you at 8, skin's looking great, CJ's the place. Face to face.
Clearasil gives you great-looking skin, even close up. Inside, it kills bacteria to dry the pimple.
Clearasil's ace. Face to face.
Outside, it soaks up all the excess oil.
Feeling first great, cause skin's looking great, cause Clearasil's ace.
Clearasil, for skin that looks great, even close up.
Face to face.
Read about tennis tots, political posters, and the miniseries Shogun, all in the new issue of TV Guide magazine.
I'm Maud Adams. For natural flavor, I like Cott. A lot. Because Cott beverages are made with real honest-to-goodness fruit, like sweet, juicy oranges, tart lemons and limes, luscious strawberries and raspberries, and succulent grapes. 30 delicious flavors, including diet flavors, non-carbonated flavors, and the best root beer you've ever tasted. All natural, all great. Enjoy the good taste of Cott.
Natural tastes better, so it's got to be good.
Sorry about that, guys. Yes, okay, I did know we were going to do Dear Bop. We're still going to do Dear Bop, but I see I forgot to do something. It is Erica's birthday, the lovely wife of our good friend Josef Petrick. It is her birthday tonight in Slovakia. So I will now sing her happy birthday to Erica. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Erica. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Kapla, Erica. I don't know how you put up with Joseph, but we are all glad you do. Wish you many, many more happy birthdays. You and Joseph. And we love it when you watch our Cinema Saturdays and you hang out with Joseph and you make all our days a little bit brighter. So thank you so much, Erica. We will now go to the Dear Bop. And if I remember correctly, I will probably have to, yes, I have to add the web browser back to the screen. Oh, Dear Bop. That's it. There we go. There we go. Let's refresh. Of course. Of course. Let's see. Did we miss any? Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey. If people don't like how I drive, they need to stay off the effing sidewalks. Good one. Professor Brainy Specs bids 120 quatlus for my kidneys. That's not enough. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, I honestly like the old commercials. So do I. Net tab commercial. That was hot. Plus, you had that woman at the end of the commercial working, I don't know what the hell that was, a painting, like a road construction vehicle. Very progressive for the time. Very progressive. And then there was the shampoo commercial that had 7 different types of women, all of them white. I'm just saying, you know, it's clearly, not saying it was racist, just saying that you wouldn't get away with that today. Anyway, let's start with our Dear Bop. Dear Bop, can you help me? I hear you are good with computer stuff. My son's files are all a mess. Thanks a lot, Joe Biden. And no, thank you. There's a link to WikiLeaks.org. It is probably the file directory of Joe Biden's son's computer. I'm not going to give any excuse to show hacked files, even if they're just file names. Joe, I suggest you take your computer to, there's a guy online called LDG Pixels. You can find him on the LDG Pixels channel. He provides free technical support. You can send your son's computer to him. He'll get you all checked out. See, Pickles, I'm sending you free business. LDG says, warning bird, warn us before you do that. Before I do what? Sing happy birthday? Ryan Johnson says, Bird of Prey, if you cared about your subscribers, you would never sing again. Happy birthday to you. I had to sing loudly because Mamo Prey was talking super loudly to Sisso Prey, because Mamo Prey doesn't know how to talk lowly when she had Sisso Prey on speakerphone looking at a Facebook video of Nephew Prey. So I had to be extra loud. Apologies. There's quite a few Dear Bops, Wes. Dear Bop, Joe Biden here. Someone said they saw Carogan tanks moving in a truck stop. Are you invading us now? I sure hope not. I'm too tired for any wars. Watch this video, your new dictator, Joe Biden. And I'm sorry, Joe. No, we're not invading you. I don't know what the video is, but I'm not going to watch an unknown video on the YouTube channel. But they're not, if you see tanks, they're not mine. Joe Biden is back, Wes. You thought after he won he'd stop, but he hasn't. Dear Bop, Joe Biden here again. Oh, Jesus. I thought we had a deal, ? You helped me win the election, and I send you all the orphans to work in your mines. Also, you give my son Hunter a job as a mine manager, and I send Caroga $10 billion in foreign aid. Remember, all you have to tell the UN to stop making nukes, and you know the things. So why are my Chinese spies saying you sent tanks to El Paso? Are you attacking us? I don't know anything about tanks in El Paso, but they're not Carogan tanks. If I'm too tired for this stuff, you know. Anyways, bye, Joe. Nice knowing you. Joe Biden, Director of the United States of Connieland. You mean Commieland? Joe, I don't know what's the matter. I think the pressure has gotten to you. You know you're not president yet, right? I just want to make sure you're clear on that. Rock Solids is typical of Carogans. They don't give Joe Biden any tanks. How ungrateful are you? And Joe Biden just donated $1. Says, I won, what? The lottery? Number 22. You won your Senate seat back, Joe. Go to the Senate and demand to be seated. You're the senior senator from New York. Go to the Senate. Go right now to the Senate and demand to be seated in get the office of the senior senator from New York. It's your job. If anybody tells you that you're not him, punch him. Because I know you're that type of guy. You said you take people outside behind the schoolhouse. Those were your words, not mine. That's just, Dear Bob, you know what you look like to me with your good bag and your cheap shoes. You look like a rube, a well-scrubbed, hustling rube with a little taste. Good nutrition's given you some length of bone, but you're not more than one generation from poor white trash. Are you, Agent Starling? And that accent you've tried so desperately to shed, pure West Virginia. What is your father, dear? Is he a coal miner? Does he stink of the lamp? You know how quickly the boys found you. All those tedious, sticky fumblings in the back of seats of cars, while you could only dream of getting out, getting anywhere, getting all the way to the FBI. That is from Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs, as he tries to figure out who the lady is who goes in to talk to him. I forget how close he was. I think he was pretty close. Dear Bob, I have a friend that has a small YouTube channel, and my friend is often unhappy because he only does live streams at late hours. That streams. Do you think my friend should start making more videos for his channel? He is very good movie and TV show critic. Do you think my friend should make reviews on his channel? I personally think my friend should. He is very good at recommending good horror movie and has vast knowledge of horror movies and is great at giving movie reviews. So should I advise my friend to start making reviews of videos? Oh, please, can you give me some good advice? I don't want to see my friend give up because are almost as great as you, dear Bob. Hail Caroga and Kapla. Kapla. Your friend needs to do what your friend feels he wants to do. If your friend finds making reviews about horror movies fun, then your friend should make reviews of horror movies. The point is, whatever your friend does, it shouldn't feel like work. Personally, ideally, I do think that reviews that are timely can help the channel the most. In my experience, when I put out a review of like Star Trek Discovery or even Star Trek Lower Decks, within 24 hours of it premiering, those videos get me the most subscribers. Not necessarily the most views, but they get me the most subscribers. And then in the weeks and days in between, the daily live streams or the mostly daily live streams, those keep people coming back and keep people interested in the channel. But the new blood, in my experience, comes from reviews and videos that are, either for a video that just came out or for some type of current event that just happened. one of my more popular videos was the day HBO Max premiered, and it was just broken to no end. And I did a review about how broken HBO Max was. That's still a review I still get comments on and people still watch. You know, Disney Plus, if you had done a video when Disney Plus premiered, that would still be getting you clicks today. I know Discovery Plus just went live. I didn't do a review of it because I don't have it, but had I thought ahead and had Star Trek Discovery not just ended at the same time, I probably would have paid the $5.99 or used the free month trial to try a month of Discovery Plus just so I could put up a review video of Discovery Plus. And you know what? I still might do it in a couple of weeks if I'm looking for videos to put up. Horror movies, I don't know how often horror movies come out because it is literally the genre I am least interested in. But if there's a new horror movie coming out and you can review it, absolutely do it. That's going to definitely help your channel. Now, I know what you can do is also obviously review older horror movies, and some of those might be useful, but a lot of them won't be. Like if a movie's been out for 2 years and you go to review it now, realistically, you're not going to get a ton of traffic. Will it get you a ton of subscribers? No, it's certainly not going to get you a ton. Will it get you any subscribers? I honestly can't promise you it would get you any subscribers. Now, if you have it out for 6 months or a year, probably somewhere in that time, someone will be interested and see the video and subscribe to you. But God knows when that'll be. When you can put out a video that's for something that just happened, then you know you will get new subscribers because there's going to be dozens of people looking for that video in the 12, 24, 48 hours since that movie or whatever or show was released. And those are the people that will subscribe to you. So I hope that helps. You want to do content you like to do, review content you love to watch, but give priority to new content that's coming out now or very soon or just got released. And when there's no new content, then you can go back and do old content, but understand old content is not going to be as useful as new content. But the main thing is do what you like doing so that you like doing it. It's not work, okay? If you're going to treat this as work, then it's going to become as a job and you're not going to, there's going to be another job that you're not going to like going to anymore. So don't let it become that. Dear Bob, what is your favorite Junk Ball Media retrospective? The Voyager one is well done, but overall he does great videos. To be honest, while I know of Junk Ball Media's retrospectives, I don't actually remember. I'm sure I must have seen one or two, but I don't particularly care enough for them that I have a favorite or even remember which ones they did. I could tell you what Screen Rant pitch meetings I enjoyed, but Junk Ball Media, not something I retain. I'm sorry. Dear Bob, I recently upgraded my computer and I'm looking for a new controller to be able to play Space Engineers and other first-person shooter games. But I'm also cheap and don't want to pay for a separate controller for my PC and my Nintendo Switch. Is there any decent wireless controller you would recommend for both the Switch and PC? Not me, but I would strongly suggest you check out Rock Solid Productions, our friend Rock Solid. He has his YouTube channel, and I believe he did a video recently on a controller compatible for both PC and Nintendo Switch. But as I don't have a Nintendo Switch, it was not a video I particularly watched. But I do believe I saw the title come past my inbox. So I would suggest you check it out. Dear Bob, can you please provide your updated insurance information to Cinnabon Bunny for the incident you caused? You thought crashing was just an innocent fun. Well, it's all fun and games until you crash into a man's car. Hashtag justice for Cinnabon. I didn't crash into Cinnabon's car. A, I don't have a car. B, I'm in New York and he's in Minnesota. And C, if anything I had did crash into Cinnabon, it would be me in my wheelchair and I would be suing him for pedestrian damage. So no, I'm not giving him my insurance information. Dear Bob, can you please post photos of Rock Solid to your wall? No! No, I'm not posting pictures of Rock Solid to my wall and taking them down. Bad soft buddy. Dear Bob, I could not sleep last night and there's a question that is bothering me since then. We all know where New Zealand is, but where is the Old Zealand? I believe it is in the Great Britain, the UK, like where Old York is, and you know the other older places. I'm not sure, but I suspect somewhere on the island of the UK, the main islands of the UK, there's a Zealand. What do we got going on here? Rock Solid says, typical of Carogans. They don't give Joe Biden any tanks. How ungrateful are you? I think I read that. And Darth Maul says, what about a picture of Joe Biden? Why would anybody want a picture of Joe Biden? Yitza says, Hillary is already the skin over a lizard person. Oh, geez. Okay. Dear Bob, I need your help. I am so frustrated and confused about what is going on in the world. Has everyone lost their minds? Everything is going backwards. Right is wrong. Wrong is right. Lies are true and truth is banned. Discovery is good track. The world is coming to an end. And part of me wants to watch it burn. What do you think, Bob? Have I lost it, or is something wrong with everyone? No, you've not lost it. You've given an accurate representation of the world. The patients are running the asylum. Everything is backwards. And yes, a part of me wants to watch it burn. Another part of me just wishes the comet will come and end us all at one time. No pain, no suffering, no regrets. Just wipe us off the planet and let life start again in 100 million years with some other species. Admiral Saval says Zealand refers to a province in the Netherlands, bird of prey. There you go. There you go, like Amsterdam. Thank you, Admiral. And we should know because he's royalty. Dear Bob, why wait till Friday? Go. No. We don't want Thomas to leave. Dear Bob, say it with me. Captain Redneck, Captain Redneck, Captain Redneck. Now say this, Captain Trek, Captain Trek, Captain Trek, FFS. I know, I apologize, okay? It's not new. This is a problem I've had for a long time. Dear Bob, on a recent flight, they were screening episodes of Star Trek Discovery. It was so bad, people started walking out in the middle of episodes. There's a man on the wing. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. They lose more passengers that way than ever before. I heard that American Airlines is no longer going to screen episodes of Star Trek Discovery because they were losing too many passengers over the ocean. Dear Bob, remember to download any crash videos you want before Friday. By Friday night, they will be gone forever. Hashtag delete Thomas 11520. No, Thomas, I'm not going to download any of the crash videos. And if you delete your channel, then you're the one who's going to be deleting them forever. Do not delete your channel, Thomas. If you want to take a break from YouTube, then take a break from YouTube. Do not delete your channel. I will not in any way make it easier or live up to your request, because we do not want Thomas Potts to leave YouTube. We will start a change.org petition demanding Thomas Potts stay on YouTube. Dear Bob, Joe Biden back. One last thing, Bobby. Why doesn't anyone like me anymore? I thought I got more votes than even my good black friend, Obama. Why does it feel like I'm not wanted? What should I do to make more people like me again? Joe Biden. P.S. If those are not your tanks, then is it Trump's? I sure hope not. He's really mean to me. I don't know whose tanks they are, Joe. They could be Trump's. I'm not sure. As to why don't people like you anymore? I don't know. I don't know that either. Probably your vice presidential pick didn't help. But I don't know. Maybe if you, had the same politics as you did, I don't know, 8 years ago or so, that might help. You want to secure the border, enforce the rule of law, stop illegal protesting all over the country, add more police, not take away police, maybe take away that whole point in your plan to end single family homes in suburbia, things like that. Those don't win you a lot of friends. But listen, you figure out. Might be too late for you, Joe, to figure out what you can do at this point. But whatever it is, I truly and honestly, earnestly do wish you the very best, Joe, because now your success is our success. God help us all. I hope you find a way. Dear Bob, if Thomas does or doesn't leave Friday, and rock solid leave. No, nobody's leaving YouTube unless YouTube kicks us off. Okay, that's just the way it's gonna be. I'm sorry. That's just the way it's gonna be. Nobody gets to leave YouTube unless YouTube kicks us off. Motley fans, his old adverts on American TV are weird. Wesley says, Thomas, let's make a channel together. Thomas already has a channel. Why can't I undelete Wesley? I can't believe I just typed that. I know, Thomas. I know. Wesley says, Vertebrae, I'm kind of sad for Joe Biden now. He should retire and just enjoy life. Well, he should, but he didn't. Maybe he'll enjoy life in the White House for a couple months before they kick him outside and kick him upstairs or wherever. Mountains of Elysium says, hold Thomas Potts on YouTube. Subscribe to his channel, or else he will be kept in the Carogan mines. Am I not subscribed? I am subscribed to Thomas. Thomas has 65 subscribers. Let's keep him on YouTube. Bird o' Prey vs. Tower. 1 month ago. Oh, these are old videos. But they're good. They're good videos. Yeah, Thomas, you can't leave YouTube, man. I don't know. Mamo Prey wants to know, why do you want to leave? And Mamo Prey, you want me to remind you had a tail. And you still talk about do your tail? Okay, so Mamo Prey, we're going to do a special Mamo Prey tale today. So get ready. I'll turn the camera off for Mamo Prey tale. Get the sure, Mamo Prey will take a minute to get here. No big deal. We'll get the thing set up. She has to wait for something to stop before she can walk away. Joseph says, Bird of Prey, FYI, no need to scroll up. Erica said thank you. You are so welcome, Erica. And now I feel like I need to scroll up to see what I missed. You're welcome. I did see that you put in her Twitter link, but I figured singing happy birthday would be better than anything I could do on Twitter. Wesley says, Thomas Potts, you can always shut off your PC for a few days. Yeah, or just not go to YouTube for a few days. I mean, if you leave YouTube, are you still going to be in Space Engineers? I mean, are we still going to see you there? I hope so. I hope this isn't Thomas Potts leaves the internet. I hope it's not Thomas Potts leaves anywhere, but if you do leave YouTube, I certainly hope it's just YouTube and not the internet. Thomas is Bird of Prey. I'm tired of everything going on. The stress and the depression are getting worse every day. I can't deal with anymore. I don't even have fun teasing you anymore. Oh, Thomas, I understand. The stress, the ridiculousness that's going on out there. I get it, but it's better to go through it with friends online, Thomas, than alone. Listen, if you need to take some time, I get it. Just please don't assume that it's going to be permanent before it has to be. Maddie says hashtag delete Maddie. No, we're not deleting anybody. Wesley says hashtag delete Bird of Prey 5. No, we're absolutely not deleting me. Can't believe you guys want to delete me. If you delete me, what about Mamo Prey Tales?
Right.
Okay, Mamo Prey. It's been some time since you've had a tale for us.
Yes, it has been. Hi, guys. I thought of this the other day when Bird was doing a stream. I don't know which one, but somebody made a comment, there was no February in 1996 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I immediately laughed, and this is why. Back in 2003, I started working for an airline. And the way they hired, it was going to be in the airport for customer service. So they hired in groups, and you had to go to 3 weeks or 6 weeks of training or whatever the training was. I forget exactly. So you're in a classroom setting, and you have an instructor and the instructor's assistant. So they were like any other class. There were tests, and people, passed, failed, whatever. We lost a few people in the group. And I actually, since everyone started the same day, your seniority number was going to be by your birthday. And it was 2003. I was like 51 years old, and there was somebody there slightly older than me. Now, the seniority number was where you got to pick. We knew we were all going to JFK, but you got to pick, you bid on your hours and your days off. Okay. The assistant instructor was a young guy, maybe 22, 23 years old. And it was getting close to the end of the, God help me, I'm losing words. End of the training. And he was about to make up the seniority list. I guess that's it. Everyone had passed the final, whoever was left. So now he knew who was actually going to work. So I walked up to him, and you have to remember, 2003, everyone wasn't carrying Google in their pocket. Their cell phone didn't have all the information. You couldn't look up things that easily.
The sum of human knowledge was not a click away.
That's true. So I went up to him, and I forget his name, but I said, I don't know if you were told this. I said, I don't know if you learned it in school or no one ever mentioned it. I haven't heard it in a while. I said, but 1 year and 1 year only, December came before September. I said, and that was in 1951. He said, why was that? I said, gee, I really can't remember. I said, but it had something to do with the phases of the moon and the tides, and I'm moving my hands all around. And I say, something with the weather that they had to adjust, and December came before September. And then it all straightened out, and it never happened again. And he said, really? And I, with a straight face, I said, yeah. And I sat down, knowing that the one person older than me in the class that was going to be the number one seniority was born in September. I was born in December. Well, then the seniority list came out, and I was number one. Well, the second guy, God, what are you talking about? I'm older than her. I'm the number one. And that's not what it says. So this poor kid had to come and explain to him that I told him December came before September in 1 year, and he believed me. It was funny. You had to be there, but like everybody was laughing. I mean, so I backed away. I said, go ahead, to the guy that was really supposed to be, I said, you pick first, and they'll straighten it out later. So, I mean, it was only, one bid that I couldn't have, and I didn't want it anyway, but it was funny.
Wesley Crusher says, Mama Frey BSing her way to the top. Thomas says, Mama Frey, I got the code words you just said. Don't worry, Berto Prey will be brought to justice soon. Thomas also says he's not going to stop playing Space Engineer. He's making an explosive gift for me, aren't you?
All right, guys. When COVID is over, anybody within a day's driving distance from here that is healthy and strong, I think you guys need to come over.
She's going to put you to work.
And lift Birdo Prey out of this bed. I think if we lift him and stand him and hold him there for a while, he'll get the hang of it again. I try, but he doesn't let me pick him up.
Joseph says, so Mamo Prey is a troll. Hilarious. Mountains Elysium says, proud of you, Mamo Prey. Clapping. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, when COVID is over, I want to come visit. Sure.
It's Wesley?
Yeah, it's Wesley.
Yes. You have that invitation, Wesley. You definitely have it.
Well, guys, thank you all so much. I am going to try to be awake tonight for the virtual pub Life with Matthew, which is a couple 2-3 hours from now. I try to be there at least in the beginning so we can say give our respects. It's Wesley.
We're going to do, no, Jitsi?
Yitza
is going to do the whole Cobra Kai season method.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I wanted to do.
Prey saw that, yeah.
Yeah. That was it. I said, we just stand them.
The rope on the, we're going to hold the rope.
Yeah, well, it was wasn't it a metal chain or something?
Yeah, well, a chain and then a rope, a pulley, and yeah. But
I just also want to say one more thing to the person that put together that project for Bird. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But that's all I'm going to say. And thank you. It made me smile a lot.
Mamo Prey being quite
quite what?
I don't know. Mysterious.
Good night, guys.
And her, yes, well, but don't want to let any secrets through, but thank you again. Monty's Follies is Bird of Prey. Don't you owe someone a song? I sang Happy Birthday. I'll sing it again. Now I can sing it without yelling. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Wait, no. I should be on camera for this. There we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Erica. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Yay! Even though I think it's technically not your birthday anymore. Or it's really close. Really close to the end of your birthday. Joseph's wife, yes. Mamo Frey says happy birthday as well. Thank you, Monty's Folly. So, I think we're going to call it a night here. I will try to be on tonight, the pub, so we can give Captain Redneck a toast and a proper send-off. And yeah. And Thomas and Jeff, we don't want to see you guys go. From the deepest, most honest part of my heart, I do hope you guys stay. And I see even Anti-Trekker was in the chat and said that for the first time, he agrees with me, Thomas. It is better you go through this with all the rest of us crazy people than to try at it alone. You're welcome, Joseph. You're welcome, Erica. And Jedi Bill says, "Hey, Bird of Prey, have you ever heard me sing New York State of Mind?" Yes, I have, Jedi Bill. I said it today, but you must have missed it. A few weeks ago, you sent me a link to you singing New York State of Mind on the Rambling Canuck karaoke stream, and I listened to it, and you were quite good at it. It was a fine rendition of a New York State of Mind. Very good job there, Jedi. I have heard it. Mountains of Elysium says, to the tune of Happy Birthday. Stay on YouTube, Thomas Potts. Stay on YouTube, Thomas Potts. Stay on YouTube, Thomas Potts. Stay on YouTube, Thomas Potts, or Bird will sing more. That's a tough one. Yeah. Okay. Admiral Saval says, "Rip to Captain Redneck." Absolutely. Rest in peace, Captain Redneck. Wesley says, "I don't like September. November is better." Absolutely. Thomas is Mountain Elysium, but if I leave, I won't hear Bird of Prey sing. Oh, I will find a way to hear me sing in Space Engineers then. Anyway, guys, good night. Kapla. I will see you guys in the pub. I believe Anti-Trekker put out a video. If you haven't watched it yet, you should check it out. Although I don't see a video, so now I don't know if Anti-Trekker. Yes, he did. He put out a video 2 hours ago. So check it out. Good night. And at the suggestion of Professor Brainy Specs, let me end with goodbye, world. This has been Bird of Prey 5. Applause. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check out birdofprey5.com, the new home of everything Bird of Prey 5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/birdofprey5 or on birdofprey5.com. Take care. Good thing I never added my Parler account to that ending, or I'd be redoing it again.